In today's video, I'm going to take a really athletic golfer who's only been playing for a couple of years, and I'm going to fix his spine angle at impact. This is going to radically change the way he compresses the golf ball, which is going to open up the possibility of being a scratch or even plus handicap player. What's happening right now?
I don't know. No, it feels amazing. I feel like maybe for the first time ever, I'm really compressing the ball.
Hey there, Miracle Swingers. I've got an awesome video today with my student, Adam. Adam is super duper cool. He played baseball in college, super athletic, lots of speed, great mover, but he just didn't understand some things about the golf swing. And when we started out the lesson, he told me that he's only been playing really for a couple years. Like he's dabbled a little bit, hit balls throughout his life, but a couple years ago he started to actually play the game. Now he loves the game, and he came to me because he said there's some things that he didn't understand. So we took that athleticism, put his body in the right position, and voila!
The difference of apples and oranges. I'm ready to quit my day job and join the PGA Tour.
All of a sudden, Adam was hitting tour-level golf shots. And I don't say that lightly. He can hit the ball a very long way, has a lot of club head speed. I'm guessing in the high teens. So he can really move the club head. But man, once he started to compress the ball, it's like, oh my goodness, this is really, really high level.
God dang, bro.
So the essence of the miracle swing is all about compression. The only way you can get compression is with rotation. You can't get rotation if you're tilting. It's important that you can cover the ball so you can continue to rotate. That's what gives you forward shaft lean. That's what gives you compression, okay? And if you can't hit the ball solid, you can't control your distances, and that's the name of the game. So that's the over-the-top miracle swing. Now, I want you to know that right now I am having a miracle swing experience on June 29th and 30th. We've already got several people signed up, so let me know if you'd like to come out to Pasadena for a weekend golf school. I can whip you into shape and teach you these fundamentals and drills, and you will leave with an entirely different approach to the golf game. And if you'd like to pick up the over-the-top miracle swing, our introductory offer is still out there on the web. It's the best deal in the world, and this is the original Champions golf swing, based on greats like Bobby Jones, Sam Snead, and Arnold Palmer. They knew how to rotate. They knew how to smash the ball. This is the easiest and best way to play golf. So let's dig into my student Adam's lesson, and I think it's an eye-opener. So when I first started working with Adam, I noticed that he was having trouble rotating around his front side. He seemed to get into the ball fine, and then there's that lack of rotation and sort of a forced follow through with his shoulders trying to get around to the left. And this is a common problem that I see, and the reason why is because his spine is tilted to the rear. If you're tilting backwards, you can't continue to rotate around that front hip socket. So this is a very common problem. I deal with it all the time. And so the result of it is you start to hit the ball really high. Now this is a well-struck golf ball right here, but we're going to see that there's so much loft presented at impact that that ball's going to fly high up into the air. So when I asked Adam to show me a low driving chip shot, the best he could come up with is pretty much a pretty high floppy shot. And this is how I started to make the point that his spine angle is too far tilted to the rear for him to be able to get forward shaft lean. So I maybe like with my, when I'm trying to hit that low chip, I'm in this hyper exaggerated. So it's just it's a little bit less, a little more traditional looking, but when I show it to you, it won't look as crazy as it may feel. So here I'm set up perfectly square. I'm turning my hips open a little bit. I'm getting a little bit of my chest forward, you know, not much. It's not as exaggerated as it was, but I still want to feel like I can keep pressure on the shaft like this, whereas like if I'm here, I'm going to lose it back here. Having a correct structure in your body to apply force on the club is absolutely critical. So by working on these drills and getting Adam's spine angle more on top of the ball, he started to discover a level of compression that he had not had in the past. So if we look back at this swing, we're going to notice that that ball has a super high flying trajectory, and he didn't have that sense of control. Whereas here we can see total control, driving, penetrating shot, and a much lower trajectory. Looks like two completely different golfers, an amateur and a pro in my eyes. Like this, okay? So I'm gonna hold the head. I want you to press the club head forward with just your wrists, with just your hands. Okay, do you feel your core lock up?
Yeah.
Okay, as soon as you put the hands into it, your core stops turning. Because in order to create force with your hands, this has to lock down. Okay. And that's what amateurs are doing all day long. Their core locks up because they throw it with their hands, and then this locks down and they stop turning. Whereas like these pros, it just keep turning through. Make sense?
Yeah. It's the difference of apples and oranges. I'm ready to quit my day job and join the PGA Tour. It's amazing. Golf is such a frustrating game, and it's also such a passion. And good golf is fun golf, and fun golf is obviously when you're playing well. And it's kind of an intersection of two worlds. So coming out of here with a lot more confidence than I've ever had, and it's really just been simplifying for me, working on my transition and just my tempo, and then just making sure when I get to the ball, I'm not flipping or doing anything with my hands, just letting my rotation and having this position through the ball, and the trajectory just takes off.
So stay tuned for the second half of this lesson. We're going to take these principles up through the bag all the way to Adam's driver, and you're going to see him rip it. All day long I would take that.
Yeah, I would take it too.
It's scary.
Clockwork.
Yeah, like I'm trying to mess one up on purpose and I can't. I didn't understand what compressing the ball meant. Now I understand. This is what golf dreams are made of. Yeah, in reality.